Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
Hey guys, welcome back to my Assassin's Creed 4 walkthrough 100% synchronization guide of Assassin's Creed 4. This is Sequence 2, Memory. I believe we're on 3, and the name of this memory is called Mr. Walpole, I presume. My name is Ballum, and the mission starts off by walking to the governor's mansion in the city of Havana. That's where we're at, sorry. And in this mission, there's two optional objectives. There's the first one, which is to complete Roger's shooting challenge. You'll meet Rogers just here in a sec. And the second one is to pickpocket all 3 Templars. So here's a cutscene.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan?
I am indeed.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet.
Those are the first 2 of the 3 Templars that you'll meet. And as you can just see on the pop-up, you got the first optional objective, which is to complete Roger's shooting challenge. They give you 4 pistols. Rogers will say that it's his best pair of pistols that he has. And then you can just, you'll have red little circles over each of the little scarecrows or the target dummies, whatever you want to call them. And your job is just to shoot them until they're finished talking. They will talk for a certain amount of time, and I thought I just had to shoot all of them once and then it would continue. Now just keep on shooting his guns. You will get full ammo once you start Roger's shooting challenge, and so on and so forth.
Working on something extraordinary.
Magnifique.
Alright, and right there they moved. You can talk to Julian to just continue on with the mission, or you can talk to Rogers and he'll tell you to shoot all the targets you just saw in a certain time limit. And that time limit will pop up in the middle of the top middle of your screen. And this is the first optional objective. This is the Rogers shooting challenge that they are referring to. Every target you see with a red circle over their head, you just gotta shoot within that time limit. You will have to reload once no matter how you shoot them, but as long as you hit all of them under a certain amount of time, you'll get 350 reels and the optional objective will be complete. After that, just talk to Julian and a new cutscene will be triggered.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah, damaged sadly beyond all repair.
Uh-huh. Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs. Two blades. That is the custom, oui?
Custom, aye.
Duncan,
Alright, after you get your 2 hidden blades from Julian there, they'll lead you over to a target practice area so you can show them your skills with the hidden blades. Duncan, or rather Edward, is uncomfortable with this because he is impersonating Duncan Walpole. It is not actually him. But nevertheless, he'll be forced into showing off various kills. The game puts us here so to teach you how the various ways to kill with the hidden blades, and they'll go over the 5 different ways. The first one is just a simple stealth kill. Just run up to any one of the dummies and just kill them from the front. That's all you have to do. And then afterwards, after each and every kill, they talk for a little bit, and then they'll say, okay, well, hey, try this. The second one is the haystack kill, so just jump into any of the 2 haystacks and then kill the dummy that's right next to it. Then they'll start to talk about how you can use the crowd to blend in, or you can hide around a corner to get a kill. So there's a crowd right over there, and you can run right in front of it and kill the dummy that's right next to it. You don't have to be leaning on the corner. You can just use the crowd for cover, even though it said leaning behind a corner in their dialogue. The fourth one is an air assassination. I read the text at the bottom, so I already knew that that's what we're going to have to do, but you have to wait for them to finish talking before the game will allow Edward to climb up. But just climb up, air assassinate that target, and then you're good to go. Then the last type of assassination they'll teach you is performing an assassination at high speed. So basically just sprint at any of the remaining targets and kill them, and you're good. After that is done, you'll just run back up to the 2 gentlemen, and they'll start walking and talking with you, and as they take you to Governor Torres. You'll find out here that Julian, the Spaniard, on the left, is basically a smuggler. He smuggles weapons, grenades, firearms. Basically, how he words it, anything that can kill a man, he is happily to provide. He'll also, Edward will ask how Mr. Rogers' wife is doing these days, because they met some years ago. They didn't really meet, but that's the role he's playing as Duncan Walpole. And Rogers will say that he doesn't know, because he's been hunting pirates in Madagascar for 14 months or so, and that he hopes to use those tactics to help extinguish pirates in Latin America, I believe that's what he said. Oh, West Indies, that's what he said, sorry. And Edward will say, well, I guess your next target will be Nassau, and he's like, you are correct. That alludes to something later on in the game. Once Edward joins back up with the pirates, his home base for a while becomes Nassau, and he is forced to leave there when Rogers comes with his army to try and extinguish all pirate life there. But after they're finished talking and you arrive at this point, just walk down the steps and it'll trigger the next cutscene.
Grandmaster Torres, Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss. Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislators of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached a quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cool. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought. By the Father of Understanding's light, let our work now begin.
Alright, so after that long cutscene, you'll be given the chance to complete optional objective 2. These are the 3 Templars. They are the 3 main bad guys in the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And the second optional objective is just to pickpocket all 3 of them.
For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power.
It's not that big of a deal. They'll talk for quite a while, even after I'm done pickpocketing their pockets. And it's pretty simple. You're given enough time to pickpocket them all. But after you do that, just listen to them talk, and eventually it'll lead until the next cutscene. And then the memory will be complete. Even after the memory is complete,
Do we know its
after
whereabouts?
the little closing part where you can rate
the
the memory 5 stars or 1 star, whatever you want to do, there will be a small little cutscene after it where Mr. Torres will tell Edward/Duncan what their plans are for tomorrow.
We are confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
Alright, so that's the end of this memory, and as you can see, it's at 80%. Then we get the 2 optional objectives as shown in the video, making it 100%. Thanks for watching, guys, and stick around for the final cutscene.
Rest well, Duncan. Tomorrow the treasure fleet arrives, and with it, your reward. After which we will discuss further schemes.
I look forward to it.
Excelente. Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.